All right, I've got a very special video for you here. These are some leaks from Chapter 2, Season 3. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Season 3 is still a little ways away. June 4th is the predicted date for Season 3 in Chapter 2. However, if you're new to my channel, there is zero clickbait. Now, I wouldn't make this video if I didn't have a great source, but I'll explain that in just a few minutes. So first and foremost, the gameplay you're seeing in the background is from Chapter 1. I just thought some throwback footage would be great for these Season 3 leaks. Now, the second thing I have to mention is that all of this could potentially change. But I want you to do something right now. I want you to write down what I say, and then when Season 3 comes out, come back to this video, reference what I said here on April 26th, and see how much I got right. That's how confident in my source I am. So let me just give you some background information on this guy. Back in Season 10, at the start of Season 10 in Chapter 1, he sent me a message and he told me that Fortnite was going to shut down their servers. And of course, I didn't believe him. Why would they shut down their servers? One of the biggest games of all time, and they're going to shut down? No way. Then he was a little more specific and basically told me the plot and why it was going to shut down. That there'd be a new map, and that's why they were doing it. But again, this was Season 10, things were going great. We didn't know anything. All the real leakers that see the in-game files, they had no clue about any of this. That's how long ago it was. So again, I didn't believe him. Then he told me there'd be fishing in Chapter 2. And again, I was like, what? There's no way. Fast forward a few months after that, and everything he said came true. And that's when I started believing this guy. I have no idea who it is. He signs his emails different every time. Mr. Blue, Mr. Brown, Mr. Pink. Those are all Quentin Tarantino characters from Reservoir Dogs. So I have no idea who this is, but he knows his information. So he came to me again, and he let me know some Season 3 intel. And of course, as I mentioned, some of this could change. So let me just go through what he told me. Now, this first part I was a little sketchy about. I'm sure this is going to happen, but I don't know if this is actually going to be in Battle Royale or if it's going to be limited time mode or its own mode. So he said the central point in the new map, and I'll talk about the map in just a bit, is going to be a plaza. And apparently he said in this plaza, there's going to be blue phone booths. You know how we have the red ones right now where you can disguise into henchmen? He said these phone booths will allow you to change skins mid-game. How incredible is that? So you go into a booth, your locker pops up, you pick a skin, and you come out. Again, I don't know if this is Battle Royale or if this is in some limited time mode, but these phone booths apparently are blue, and apparently you can change skins mid-match. Now, he also mentioned that there's going to be like games in the plaza that you can pick. So there's going to be skydiving challenges, parkour challenges. He even mentioned quad bike racing, boat racing, and again, the skydiving challenges. Now, I think these skin-changing telephone booths are going to be around the map. I don't know if they'll be in this plaza, but again, who knows if this is actually in Battle Royale or if it's just in a limited time mode. I don't know. Now let's talk about the map itself. So a lot of people are saying, oh, we're going back to the Season 1 map. The Travis Scott concert gave all these little Easter eggs and references to Season 1. No, we're not going back to Season 1. The map does change quite a bit, but mostly it's water related. In fact, that is going to be the theme, apparently, of Season 3, water related. Keep that in mind. So there are tons of areas that are just completely surrounded by water. Now you may be thinking, well, how the heck are you going to traverse around the map if most of it is water? Well, apparently there's a new vehicle, and it involves sharks, like a giant Jaws maybe, something like that. And I guess you ride around in it. I don't know how this works, but apparently there's going to be sharks in Season 3 as a vehicle. Can you imagine someone getting this intel and just clickbaiting the crap out of it? I would never do that. There's no clickbait on this channel. These are just leaks and rumors. So I would never put that in the title because I don't know if it's actually happening. These are just leaks. Again, remember that fact. But if sharks do come in this game, and they are rideable, and they do take you around the map, you heard it here first. So let's talk about some of the skins in Season 3. From what my source says, there's going to be a female Black Knight. How many people have wanted a female Black Knight. I know I did. I love female characters in Fortnite, and I love the Black Knight. So if a female Black Knight does come out, that's going to be awesome. Hopefully she'll be tier 100, but I have no idea. Now, many of you probably have seen the picture on Midas's desk. It's of a girl, and I think a lot of people thought it was her sister or something. I don't know, but apparently she's going to be a character. I don't know if she's in the Battle Pass or what. And she has a giant bird. I don't know what the bird is, if that's the back bling or... I have no idea. Now, the next skin is basically a rehashed Meowscles, and I don't know why they would do this. Maybe this is just a concept. I don't know. But from what I've read, it's the Meowscles head on like a robot body. So hopefully nobody kills Meowscles. That'll be a sad day. And then he said there's a black and purple skin. Not sure what that is. One that looked like a remix of Technique. You know, the spray paint girl from the Aerosol Assassin set. She had a giant spear, I guess. And maybe a female version of the Dark Voyager. You know, the black and orange astronaut. But this one was all pink, he says. Pink with the astronaut helmet on. And last but not least, I think the secret Battle Pass skin is Aquaman. So Deadpool did so well that I believe they're going to try out Aquaman and see how that does. And remember how many people clickbaited the crap out of that way back in Chapter 1? Everyone assumed Aquaman would come out. So how crazy is that he might be in the Season 3 Battle Pass? And possibly as the secret Battle Pass skin. Because again, there's water everywhere. Now apparently, Shadow wins the agency. I don't know anything about this or what happens, but the center of the map is no longer a ghost agency, but Shadow. So apparently, maybe the big event we're going to see, something happens and Shadow takes over. But that seems to be one of the focal points on the map. The Shadow Agency. So what I don't know is if the bosses, the henchmen, and the mythic weapons are returning. I don't know if they're staying, if they're going, if we're getting new ones. He said nothing about that. So I have no idea. But I know he did mention the Shadow Agency. So maybe Midas will still be there. I don't know. Next up, he mentioned that since the Create Maya did so well, they're bringing something like that back. Apparently, you can design your own umbrella. And how cool would that be? I don't know what you could add to it, because how much can you customize an umbrella? I mean, most of the Victory Royale umbrellas are just like 2 or 3 colors. But apparently, it's going to work the same way, I guess. So each week, you get a new thing to add to the umbrella, just like we did with Maya. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Hopefully, they continue to do this in the future with more customizable things like that. So we had Maya in Season 2, and we should have an umbrella in Season 3. Now here's a big one. Apparently there's going to be elemental fire damage. And what I mean by that, if you've ever played any RPG games like Final Fantasy, sometimes if you cast a fire spell, it'll damage environmental objects. So for example, let's say someone's camping in a house. You come up to it and you throw maybe one of TNTina's bombs on it. That will cause the building to catch fire, and the fire will slowly start going up through the building and start doing damage to anyone inside. That's what environmental fire damage is. And apparently there's going to be a flare gun. I don't know how this is going to work, but I guess you could shoot the house and then this environmental fire damage will start. But I don't know what else you could use a flare gun for. So again, you heard it here first. There's going to be a flare gun, and I think something called Fireflies. I don't know. I don't know what Fireflies is. Maybe it was just a code name, but something involving fireflies that will cause environmental fire damage. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, if someone's camping in a box and you shoot a flare at it and it catches fire, they got to come out. And I don't know how much damage it'll do, but it sounds pretty interesting. And with all the water on the map, I don't know why the fire is coming into the picture here. It's very weird. Again, all of this is subject to change, so maybe that won't even be in Season 3. Maybe that's another season. And by the way, he also mentioned something about a fishing book. I don't know if you can keep track of the fish you catch or something. I don't know. So again, that's all there is to it. All this can change. Maybe it's not even going to be in this season. Apparently they work 2 seasons in advance. So right now they'd be working on Season 5 or maybe even Season 6. But all of this stuff should happen in Season 3. So again, water on the map, Shadow Agency, Aquaman, environmental fire damage, some kind of build your glider, a female Black Knight, and much, much more. So you heard it here first. Again, write all this down. Check it. Let's see how accurate this source is. But I got all this information before the actual people that break into the game files and loot all the good stuff and share it for people. And boy, do they have like millions of subscribers on YouTube. It's crazy. Those guys that get the skins from the game files before anyone else, their channels are blowing up. So thank you, Mr. Reservoir Dog, for sending me this information. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully it all comes true, because it sounds pretty awesome. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.